The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Here's Kai Forbath now to get us started, and we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, no, easy.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Watch the twist.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive.
Right there.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins going deep for Diggs. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
There we go. Flying in. Check right 54. Right 54. Let him know. Check. Lucky. You got tight.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of 2 there, second down. On second and 12, Prescott.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Mike, I got you. Check that set. Kill. Going to 53.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. On second and 7, Prescott steps away to his left. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal.
There we go. Flying in. Mike 54. Check back. Slam. Here we go. Going to 54. Flying in.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
Now here's Pollard, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Punching it in from a yard away as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And nowhere to go. He'll make it back only to the 5-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Hey, we're good, we're good.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Cook. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From just shy of midfield, Cousins setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Cousins to throw it. He's got it at the 15. Give him 30 yards there. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
He completes it to Treadwell. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. They'll run with Cook, and he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out as they are now on the board here in the first half. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Gets fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. This is Elliott. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Prescott trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Following the interception, Cousins. Now they go screen. It's complete.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Cousins on 3rd and 2. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. From 17 yards out. And the Vikings have taken the lead. And on this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running. Because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs with different routes and be precise in your cuts.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And it's now 21-7. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Looking deep for Elliott. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 55 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Even though he was forced from the pocket, still able to adjust, make the long throw, and it ends with a really big touchdown.
Yeah, moving to his left. The key to everything when they're moving outside of the pocket, doesn't matter which side, making sure those shoulders get around and you get back square so you can get everything on the throw and create the big play we just saw there downfield.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. To throw, Cousins. It's caught by Treadwell. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Mike 54. 65. Line out. 65. Zebra.
Cousins again. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Come on.
Now Cousins on 4th down. And he's going to be taken down here. Back across midfield, 3 yards away from midfield at the 47. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
Hey, here we go. Here we go. 46. Defense, let's go. Pick it up, team. Here we go. Going to 53. Check Mike 54. Hey, kill.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Cooper again the target. And now it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
54. Mike 54. Twist. Right there, 47. Right there, 54 Mike. Hey, we got 26.
Here's Prescott. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Come on, let's go. Hey, kill. 47. There we go, kill. Mike 54. It's our field. It's good. Field. Hey, it's our house.
Prescott now. He'll buy some time right. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Intended that time for Cooper. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
We'll go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Check 50, check 50.
Again, it's Elliott. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. On third down, Elliott. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to fourth down. On fourth, they do snap it to Prescott. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Check 99. Check, 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 check. Hatch it. No. We're going to 54. Why ain't? He's checking. Crash. Check 3.
On first down, it's Elliott, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's Everson Griffin who made the tackle. On 2nd and 9, Prescott flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it, and that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one covers 29 yards, first down. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Now a carry for the big fella. This is Janae Olawale. Tackle made by Everson Griffin. On 2nd and 9, Prescott forced out to his left. He'll try and run it. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. They'll run it with Olawale. And an alley to run. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
A gain of 3, second down. They go to Elliott again. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And just like that, it's third down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
47. Here we go, 46.
On third down, it's Prescott. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So an interesting call there to take the three. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. And the catch made by Johnson. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. And the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. To throw is Cousins. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 42.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Now Cook. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. On second down, it's Cook. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Cook able to escape. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10.
Check tight. Check tight.
Throwing is Cousins. And Diggs has it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Stephon Diggs. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And they got the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Everson Griffin on the sack, taken to the 4th round back in 2010. What a steal. Looking to throw. Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. A big play here for Dallas. 46 yards. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
55. Check the out.
Throwing here, Cousins. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quicker. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now Cousins. This is Johnson. He's got it. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
From the red zone now, Cousins. And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs there to make the grab. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. They've got this big lead. They said, forget 1, we want 2. Instead, they got 0.
Unbelievable they didn't even attempt it from the 15-yard line. What are they thinking? I do know this. When you fake one in this situation with that type of a lead, especially from the 15-yard line, oh, boy. I tell you what, meeting them again somewhere down the line, they'll remember this. Yeah, they'll think that they were trying to clown them a little bit.
Watch his flag. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. Let's go, team. 26.
One last shot now for Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?